Hello, welcome to Tammy's Kitchen. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, at the end of the day today, one of my co-workers, her name is Emily, she's been buying this cold pressed juice, fresh fruit, mostly vegetable juices, green juices. Ginger tea, very good. So she's been buying these juices and she wanted me to try one. And so just before I left today, she had me try one of her kale juices. And it just made me start to crave kale juice. So it's not a smoothie. This is definitely, it's going to be purely a juice I wanted to make for you. And if you don't like kale or you don't like vegetables in general, you will love this juice. So if you have a juicer, definitely try this. It's called Mean Green. It's been around. A lot of people have different varieties of it, but the base Mean Green is what we're going to make today. And the ingredients basically are 6 very large kale leaves, shredded up. I shred them up because it makes it easier to go into the shoot. And this is it's 210 grams. This was precisely measured. 1 lemon. The original recipe was for half a lemon, but I'm going to use a whole lemon today because trying that juice at work today, it made me think a little more lemon might be better. 1 cucumber, medium size approximately. 2 Granny Smith apples. If you're new to this, you can try a sweeter apple if you want. It might lighten the flavor for you. Ginger. Approximately, the original recipe calls for like 1 thumb of ginger. I put about 2 thumbs. This is the size that I'm using. I don't know if you can really see that. And the good thing about juicing is I don't have to peel this. And lastly, 4 stalks of celery. I have celery right here. I'm going to cut a little bit of it off. And this 4 stalk seems kind of light, so I might grab another stalk and make it 5. And you can see the ingredients on this. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to use a juicer. This is my Omega Vert 400, and you will get to see it in action. So I've completed all my chopping, just so you weren't bored watching me chop the food. You know, everything's chopped up that I showed you. The kale was already chopped up, but the ginger's there. And let's get to juicing. So here we go. This is the juicer I showed you earlier. This is the Omega 400 Vert is what they call it. I think it just means vertical. It's just about like any juicer, except for cold pressed, obviously. It has a chute, so my produce will go in here, and then it'll run through and it will get squeezed, and the juice will come out here and the pulp will come out here. And so let's get going. When this starts up, it'll be a little loud, but I'll run through it. And likely what I'll do is we'll do a little bit so you can see how it works, and then I'll finish it up off camera, and then you can see, you can't taste, but you can see what the juice is. So here we go. Doing cucumbers first, just throwing them in there, throwing some lemon in there. And the way this vert works is it actually sits here and spins in here until I release. A little bit more cucumber, apples, all good, organic, fresh fruits that are just delicious. And vegetables too. Actually, mostly vegetables. I think the only fruit we have here is the apple. Oh, I guess the lemon. Now here's the juice that it's making. As you can see, there's your pulp coming out. So even your leafy greens, you just stick down this chute. Don't stick your fingers too far in there, kids. And the darker vegetables, the darker your juice is probably going to get. Not probably, it will. I tend to think that the kale is screaming. When you get it in here, it gets in there and just starts grinding out. don't know if you can already tell the juice has gotten a little darker. See, vegetables are alive. You can see how much darker the juice has gotten there. This is what was coming out. You can see what's in there now. And there we go. So I'm just going to keep continuing until I'm through all of this, and then I'll come right back and we'll check it out. So, the juicing is done. Everything has been squeezed and juiced. And out of all that produce that we had, all that kale, the cucumbers, the celery, the apples, the lemon, the ginger, is all right here. That's the waste, or the pulp, what they call it. The juice wasn't here. What I did is I poured it in this measuring cup, and let me see what it yields. It made, it looks like 3 1/4 cups of juice. So that produce created 3 1/4 cups. So the fun is not over because we're done juicing. It's just begun. So I have not tried this yet. This made a little bit more juice than normal, and I think it's because I used a whole lemon, and I did grab another stalk of cucumber. So anyhow, let's see. This is the magic moment. Oh my goodness, it looks delicious. I don't know how to describe how delicious it looks. So here it is. I'm just going to let it sit in here for just a second. It's always good to pour it. I mean, I don't know a whole lot of juice, people who make juice, their own juice, but I couldn't imagine not having it over ice. So, seems good enough. So here it is. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it is so good. You know what made me pause there is the ginger, because the ginger does have a lot, it dominates. So sometimes I just have to stop for a second and go, is it too much ginger, too little ginger? And I can't even, I don't know how to stress enough how good this is. And I'm not a nutritionist, but I'm pretty sure, I've got Google, that this is good for me. This made so much, I need to take my dog out for a walk. I need 3 more miles to get my step goal today. And so 3 more miles, I'll take Jackson out for 2 miles and take Shiver out for 1 mile. And then maybe walk another one just to try to stay ahead of those that are on my Fitbit challenge list. You know, I'm right behind you. Sorry for slurping, but it's really, really good. I hope you try it. Cheers.